Hey everyone, it's Laurie from Cook Scrap Craft, and today's process video is for the December Challenge Yourself Scrapbook Challenge. So the theme this month is black and white photo, and I'll talk a little bit about my photo in just a second, but I do want to remind you guys that the link for the Challenge Yourself blog is below so you can get more information about the challenge, see what the rest of the design team members came up with for their layouts, and check out what the prize is for this month, because if you create a layout and you share it with us through the link on the blog, you are eligible for that prize. All you have to do is make sure that you are following the month's theme or prompt, which is, as I said before, black and white photo, and that the photo, or at least one photo, includes you in it. That's the whole thing of challenge yourself. You have to be in a photo. Okay, so for this, I am taking a piece of Vicki Boutin Foundations paper. It's actually my last piece. I need more. And I'm taking a stencil that I haven't used in a while. It's a cloud stencil, and I actually don't remember who makes it. I can't remember where I got it either, but I think I might have gotten it from Paper Issues, actually. But I really like it because it's very long, so it's actually, I think, designed for people who are making slimline cards. I think that's what they're called, because it goes all the way across one of those cards. It's a little bit shorter than 12 by 12, which is fine. I'm making it work. I think next time I would stick some washi tape down to kind of like help hold it in place. But it just creates this really cool effect where it looks like there's like clouds in the sky, and when you are inking around the edges, I used black ink for this one because it's actually going to be a Halloween layout. It just really, like the white of the cloud part like pops, and there are different ways that you can use it. You can flip it, you can rotate it. I just have all my clouds being my 3 rows just uniform for the most part, but it gives such a really cool effect, and so that's a stencil that I really need to remember to use more of. So I've got a couple like random bits and pieces from my Halloween stash. This layout is a great example of how to create a layout when you don't actually have a lot of stuff. Sorry that my head got in the way there. I needed to make sure I lined that photo up properly with the matting. So yeah, using up stuff when you don't have a lot of it. Great way to do that is to create your own background, which is what I did here. And then I just pulled pretty much all of the Halloween stuff that I thought would go with this, and then based on some of the colors in those embellishments, I grabbed a couple other things that sort of fit the color scheme and just created a little like layered cluster of stuff here. My photo, I printed in black and white on my Canon Ivy mini printer, so it's 2x3 size, and it's a picture of my daughter in her Halloween costume and then me in a coordinating t-shirt. She was Scarlet Witch for Halloween, and so I wore a WandaVision t-shirt when we went out to our town's like trick-or-treat, you trick-or-treat through the businesses on Main Street. And then we also her school had a trunk or treat that night. So I'll be doing a separate layout for actually being at the trick-or-treating and the trunk-or-treat. They'll each get their own separate layout. So note to self, I do need to buy some Halloween stuff, but I don't have those photos printed yet. So buying Halloween items is not a major thing that I need to worry about right now. Let's just, I mean, I was going through one of my past albums and I found a series, 2 sets of photos series that still needed to be scrapbooked. So let's get caught up on those things before we move on to October and Halloween. But I wanted to get this one done because it was going to be a great fit for this challenge. I like using black and white photos, but I don't do them that often. And then they're really easy. Like you can just change the setting in your phone's camera. I changed the settings. I changed the coloring in the Canon Ivy. I mean, you could print it on a home printer. You can print them black and white through your favorite printing service, because you can always edit them there as well. So lots of different ways to get your photos to be black and white. You don't have to, have black and white film anymore like we did in the olden days, and if anyone remembers that. So yeah, so my photo is matted on some pattern paper. It's a little bit orangey. I've got some old, I think it's Doodlebug stickers, the little word stickers. I think those are Doodlebug. Don't quote me on that. It could be Bella Boulevard. I don't remember. They're old. But now I've got some Simple Stories tags here, and I was going to layer all 3 of them up at the top, but I really wanted to have something else peeking up from the bottom underneath those the sticker phrases. So I'm going to move the Boo and Happy Halloween stickers up to the top, and have those, create a cluster of those with the tags. And then I'm going to do my title. And because my daughter was a Scarlet Witch, I'm going to title this Witchy Woman, like that song, Witchy Woman. And the photo, I should say, is also popped up on foam strips. So I just wanted to add some dimension to the page. I think even the Happy Halloween sticker is popped up on foam strip as well. And then that little 3x4 card that has the speech bubble in it, that's where I'm going to be doing my journaling. So something is going through my mind, and I feel like I wanted to tell you something else, or I was thinking of like segueing into something, but now I can't remember what it was, and that's going to bother me because I hope it wasn't important, but maybe I'll remember it like right as the video ends. I will say, here's where I'm putting the foam tape on that Happy Halloween sticker. I will say that scrapbooking with a Band-Aid on your thumb is really difficult. You don't realize how often you use your thumbs in scrapbooking. And when there's a Band-Aid on it, it really gets in the way. But my skin gets so dry in the wintertime. I know we're not even in winter, we're still in fall, but the cold weather makes my skin really dry. And then my fingers start cracking, the skin on my fingers, it's so awful. Yeah. Welcome to my life. Aren't you glad you know that information now? So I'm taking some of the heart stickers that were from the Doodlebug Sunshine Alpha stickers, and I'm pairing those up into little clusters with the Doodlebug Mini Jewels in Tangerine. And I just did 3 clusters of those because I didn't feel like I needed to have too much more. I'm going to do the journaling here, and then I'm going to come back and add some splatters. Of course I do. And the 2 colors, I try to show you on camera, but I know that the camera is sped up, the video is sped up so much that you might not even be able to tell what they are. But I'm going to be using carved pumpkin because there's some orange going on in the pattern papers, and it's obviously Halloween. You got to have some orange. And then I also used Dusty Concord, which is a Tim Holtz Distress Oxide spray color. Both of these are Tim Holtz. The Dusty Concord is actually, I think, the only purple Tim Holtz color that I have, but I wanted the purple because there's a bit of light purple with the alpha, or with the phrase stickers and the square of pattern paper, the 6x6 pattern paper that's in the background. So that's the finished layout. These are the close-ups. I hope that this video was inspiring to you. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Click that subscribe button if you haven't already. And thanks so much for watching all the way to the end. Don't forget to enter your layout at the Challenge Yourself blog and see what the rest of the design team did. See you next time. Bye.